It's the Jets and the Pats, next on Madden Football.
On a warm late summer afternoon, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come into this one after a loss in the open. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Off play action. Cohen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. To pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cohen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
36-yard line.
The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: 14 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackle start in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And check down, complete to Hall. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Cohen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Oliver. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Back to throw. Cohen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Hall. Finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Hall ought to give up the middle. Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And this one is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So the Patriots coming out now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Cohen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Ford now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
At the 34-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. 2 yards to go, second down. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, a run with Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hall again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. 5-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw. Cohen. And this one's incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing again. Cohen. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Will McDonald gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
And New York set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. They'll run with Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hall again. And able to get this to the 31.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the bootleg, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's 4. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw again. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have regained the lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New England's offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 51-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of...
Toward the sideline. Into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball again on second down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Cohen. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing on first down. Cohen. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Cohen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Operating from the gun, Cohen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Now the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Cohen. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. To throw again, Cohen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 2 touchdowns there for Dameon Pierce. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Eagles trying to finish that one off and claim victory. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg. Cohen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Their former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
To me, the defense is looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll go again with Hall. Oh, good move. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jones on 1st and 10. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Completes it to Hardman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Cohen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Escaping a tackler at the 25. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones gets this one to Juszczyk. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conley, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Conley, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd and 10, Jones fighting more on the out route for the completion. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll run on 1st down. Conley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Off play action. Jones. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Jones. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And a completion to Wilson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cohen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now a throw here hauled in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Cohen. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Cohen. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On 1st down, Conley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conley, and he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this throw caught left side. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
7 yards there and a first down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. John Franklin Myers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jones now. Throwing on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He finds Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's Jones on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
New England's offense set to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here.
And they take a knee.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes it was a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there.